There is one mistake almost every craft room has, and it has nothing to do with how much storage you own. Most people who reorganize still have the same problem 6 months later. Not because they failed, because they fixed the wrong thing. The mistake everyone makes. You will see exactly what it looks like, why it keeps happening, and the fix that stops it. The fix does not require new storage, a renovation, or starting over. It requires rethinking one thing about how the room works. And by the end of this video, you will never look at your craft room setup the same way again. I made this mistake for 2 years. 2 years of organizing weekends that fell apart by the following Tuesday. The room looked great in photos. Working in it felt wrong every single time tan, and I could never figure out why. Here is exactly what was happening, Dad, and how to fix it today without buying a single new bin or shelf. The mistake is this. The craft room was organized for how it looks, not for how it actually gets used. Matching bins, color-coordinated labels, everything arranged to look symmetrical and intentional, exactly like the photos that inspired it. Day 1, it is perfect. Day 3, you are leaving everything on the table because going back to the bin takes too long. Because when you are mid-project, you do not reach for the pretty bin across the room. You grab and you go. The system was designed for a photograph. It was never built to survive actual use time, and that is why it always collapses. And when things do not go back, because the system is too slow, clutter builds immediately and compounds fast. This is the mistake. And almost every craft room has it too, because almost everyone learns organization from photos, not from workflow. We learn what an organized craft room looks like from Pinterest and YouTube. And those rooms look incredible. But those photos show one single moment. They never show what the room looks like after 3 hours of actual work. So we organize by category. All scissors together, all markers together, all tape together. Looks logical, feels completely right. But during a project, your scissors are in the scissors bin, pairing, on the other side of the shelf from where you actually cut. So you grab them and leave them on the table, because going back every single time is not realistic while you are working. Item by item, things migrate to the work table. The bins stay empty, the table fills up, the room looks like it always does. It is not you failing the system. The system was never designed for how you actually move and work in that space. 3 signs this mistake is in your craft room right now, Padao. And most rooms I have seen have all 3. Sign 1. You have to reach across the room or across a full shelf to get to the supplies you use most. Sign 2. The room looks organized, but actually working in it feels slow and slightly frustrating every single time. Sign 3. Supplies keep migrating to the work table and never going back, because returning them takes too many steps. The clearest sign of all, the room looks better in photos than it feels to actually work in. That is the test. If it photographs well but works poorly tasks, the system is organized for appearance, not for function. The good news is, this does not require starting over. No new bins, no empty shelves, just a rethink of where things go. The fix is organizing by workflow, for not by category. Supplies go where you use them, not where they look right. Start by doing a project prect, any project prect, and paying close attention to what you reach for and exactly when. Whatever you reach for in the first 5 minutes of any project pack, that is your arm's reach zone. It lives right there. Scissors go next to where cutting happens. Tape goes next to where you assemble, not in a category bin somewhere else. Things you use occasionally, not every project, but regularly, go at shoulder height on the nearest shelf. Easy but not prime. Things you reach for once a week, not once a day dead. Those go slightly further, but still within comfortable reach. Things you rarely use, specialty tools, seasonal supplies, go high up or in storage, completely out of the daily workflow. Clearing that prime eye-level space changes everything. Suddenly, the shelves you actually use feel spacious instead of crowded. Categories still exist, but each category now sits where you actually reach for it during work. Function decides placement. Aesthetics follow that. Some shelves will not look symmetrical after this. The cutting tools on one side, assembly supplies on the other. That is intentional. That is not mess. That is a room arranged around how your brain and hands actually move when you are working. Before the fix, a room that looks perfect in photos and falls apart the moment you actually sit down to make something. After the fix tap, not symmetrical, not perfectly matching hap, but everything exactly where you actually reach for it. The work table stays clear. Things go back without thinking. The room maintains itself here, not because of discipline, because of design. The room will not look as curated after this. Some things will be in unexpected places. And that is completely fine. What it feels like is completely different. Reaching for things becomes natural. Working in it stops feeling like effort. And it stays this way. Not because you try harder, Pam, but because returning things takes the same effort as using them. That is the test of a system that works. It maintains itself because it fits how you actually move in the space. Organized for appearance, not workflow. The fix? Let function decide placement. That is the whole thing. If this helped, subscribe. More practical craft room content comes out every week, and it is all at this level. Go fix your room.